Hello, everyone. Almost missed you. Just had a lot of things to go through. But here I am. Let's just look into things and get you up on the table here or on the computer so that I can see you. Let's see. Hello. What if my computer would like to be my friend today? Doesn't seem to work. Let's do it another way. I hope you can see me. I don't know what actually happened. YouTube is not working at all for me right now. So, welcome everyone. I will just talk and hope for the best. I feel like it's working and I can see my hands moving, so hopefully. I have been looking into different kind of things for making today a crafty fun day for all of us, but then realized I have to continue to do the Paddington, or actually finish off the Paddington book, and then I I found a couple of things I wanted to use, and then realized everything else where I have put it somewhere, I don't know. So I have, like, for the last maybe like 2.5 hours looked for these stacks of papers with the Paddington theme on them, and I finally found them. Thank you, Kristen. Lovely to see. I don't know, some days the tech thing isn't. What if I'll just do it in another way, because I want to see all of you, you know. So I'm just going to continue this one, and now it's working. One thing though, it would be nice to actually have the right address, and it's all dark. Let me just check that thing. Yeah. I want to finish this one off and actually talked to a friend, because I like the bear so much. It's a really good child memory of mine. But when I did this journal, or just started the journal, I didn't actually know what to use it for. Just felt like I needed a Paddington journal in my life. But then I decided to like write down childhood memories and things like that in it. So that is what I'm going to do. I actually have another journal for that right now, but I'm going to continue. So this will be my childhood memory journal number 2. So that is what we will like finish off today, I hope. And I don't know if you have seen the movies lately with Paddington, or if you have actually listened to all the tapes. And actually, I don't know if Paddington is big in the US. I don't know, but I remember looking at Paddington as a child, and when I saw him, I related to Paddington like this. For me, that's the classic one. Like the modern Paddington, for like the children of today, I think he looks like this with the red coat and blue hat instead of this blue and black. So this is what I'm going to finish off, and making like journaling cards and text spots and things I've already started. So let's just continue. And then of course there are a couple of new things as well, but I just felt I needed to finish this one. I just love Paddington. The new Paddington bear looks something like this, and he's a cuddly little bear doing like really fun things, and yeah, getting into trouble with humans and things like that. And I do have like some things prepared. What if we'll just glue this one down? I think I just prepared it as like some kind of tuck spot there, so I'm just going to glue this one down. And as this is going to be a childhood memory thing, I'm going to put photos and write a little bit. Yeah. So as you can see, I have used like old papers from some book. I don't know really what it is. And there is like regular no, this is maybe onion skin. No, not onion skin, some kind of like lightweight letter paper almost. It's, yeah, I don't know, this is like regular copy paper or printer paper. This is I don't know, it's not scrapbook paper, but in some sort of that. And this is ledger. So I have like combined it with loads of paper to write down fun memories and things. So let's just start adding. And what if, let's look into this. Just wanted to have that as a journaling card, and I'm going to back it because that I actually just printed that off Pinterest. I know that you're maybe not meant to do that but I felt like it. I wanted to have that picture, and I'm just going to use it for myself. So for me, the important thing is actually not to just take things out of there and use them to sell, because you're not allowed to do that. And it feels like in some way a little bit, I don't know, wrong to take it even for my personal use, but I couldn't find any Paddington things nowhere. So I don't know. The Paddington bear isn't like a scrapbook themed thing. So I couldn't actually find digitals or any of that anywhere. So felt like both from Pinterest, but this is going to be my childhood journal. So I felt I just needed the bear. Let's look into this. And his favorite thing, as you can see, marmalade for breakfast every morning and honey on Sundays. Marmalade was his favorite thing, so that is why I'm like taking that. Let's look into something on the side there. What if am I just going to glue that one down? Feels kind of strange. I found, as I was like looking around with things, I found these stacks of, you know, those little bits and pieces you save to maybe use sometimes. I have so many of those kind of little scraps. Like even, you know, this German scrap, as you call them in the US. There are like, I don't know, so many things. Maybe I just found it. I just found this one, Memories. This is taken from Recreations by Brooke on Etsy, and her, I think it is January, or yeah, it's January kit. I'm just going to, what if I'm just going to like glue that down there? Hello, Jen, nice to see you. Continuing my my journal for Paddington Bear today. I hope I'm just going to final this one down today as well. Let's look into more things. And I have, let's take one page out. Just use this brown. I feel like I want to go like a little bit brown because of the bear, or this like a, yeah, I don't know, brown beige kind of theme. Making a tag, or maybe two tags actually. A little crooked, so I have to just fix that. One there, and the tag shape is soon finished. The easiest way to make tags like this. And I have these little things. I even made this little tag, and what if I'm just going to cut these ones out to use? Actually, just kind of fussy cut them out to use them. So, I don't know about you. Do you like the making of the journal, as in like the whole process, or is it just one particular part of the journal making you like, or what kind of things do you prefer doing in a way? Or what, maybe like paintings? And I've gone totally into this journal making. Before I painted a lot, so for now it's just paper and me. Loving it. Let's look into this one. I'm going actually to use, what did I miss that? The whole process. Yeah. For me, it's kind of the, you know, I have shown you the several different things I do. We are actually going to make something a bit strange maybe for some later on today. But sometimes, as you can see, I am using pens and paper, and sometimes I'm actually using my sewing machine. As for this one, I have like stamped and use the sewing machine to make journaling cards. So it's almost like what comes to my mind, I'll do. And for the lives, I think anyway that it's easier to make things out of like paper or fabric or like things like that. Let's make this one into a tag shape as well. Oh, that may be kind of chubby little tag, but let's use. Just going to cut that one off a little bit more. And what to put on this one? Maybe make a little bit of a thing here with these, or I have so many things, and I would love to like actually I love to just look at things and decide. So that is why I print off so many things. I make loads of things and just choose from whatever I have. Just found this fun. So I'm actually going to use this. And the next thing that we are going to try today is actually one thing that my smallest daughter came home from school one time, and she gave that thing to me, and I just felt I needed to make a little like a creature thingy, a little doll thingy today. What if making that like that? I actually thought about doing a thing today and then realized it's not time for that yet, because I have this things I want to do. I have so many stacks of those little bits and pieces, little bits of fabric, little bits of ribbon, lace, papers, and I just thought of like, what if I'm just going to pour it out on table and just dig through it and make things, because you know you gather up so many things and never use it. So I was thinking about this will be the day. And then I realized, oh, I haven't done the Paddington Bear journal finished yet. So I really do need to get this one done. So maybe next week we will have extra fun to make like things from, I don't know. I don't even know where from. I just gather things, small bits and pieces of things that I think, you know, small scraps of things that I make. Like I don't hardly know what's inside, bits and pieces. Like this kind of container with bits and pieces of fabric, lace, ribbons, thread, everything. You know, so I felt like I needed to go through all those kind of containers. So let's see what more to do. I have that one as a journaling card. Let's look into this. We have one there. Maybe put that one there. I want to have a little bit more plain one here. And let's see, I want to have some kind of pocket here, I think. So let's make that one. And as always with all of my projects that I'm doing for myself, I'm just eyeballing things. Like I don't know, maybe that's a thing. Like I don't know what I was about to say, but like guesstimating things. Hello, Gemma. Welcome. This and there somewhere, somewhere in there. Because when I make things for myself, I don't bother to do like really like extra, all these kind of eighth oven, like, you know, like that. I will actually glue that down. If I found I'm going to find. I have things prepared around me here, so let's just take these ones down. I don't know where it was or what, on whose live, but somewhere I heard the term, like, you know, the prompts that we some of us, or I don't know, even all of us are using in some way, like take a paper, take a flower thing, take a butterfly, take pens, and you know, all those kinds of prompts. And one prompt someone said was actually take something from the floor. And I don't know about you, but I can go to myself and say, oh, I know, I can take loads of things off my floor. I have so many, like, so many, like, stacks and things gathered on the floor. Even like for now, I put those small little bins down on the floor. So, and I know I told you last week I got a little bit of a thing going here with the furniture and everything, but we decided that I'm going to actually move upstairs. I'm down in the basement now, and we are going to move my craft room upstairs, and that means I'm getting a larger room. Large room, I say that. So that is really fun thing for me. So that is why I'm actually not bothered by doing anything to this room. I am it's like, I know that this will be like different anyway soon, so that is why I find it looking like, yeah, really like a real craft lounge and hurricane, and you can just imagine. Oh, thank you, Jenna. And I really do want it to have like loads of like both journaling cards and like places to write. And so that is what I'm creating. Let's look into there. We have a little thing to put something on, and here it's, what if I'm just going to glue this one down? Let's look into this. Like that. Just going to put you up front so that you can actually see what I'm doing, as my internet is finally showing me what I am showing you. It's kind of hard to see in like the camera angle. Some we have the flag there. We actually have this little thing in smaller version. I don't know if I'm going to ever use it, but I will cut it out. There is nothing there in this one. Let's have to actually, what if I'm going to let's put regular tape there? It's kind of fragile just there. But I'll just look into that thing in just a moment. There is the thing. This is totally blank. That we have to do something about, and I'm going to put this flag up there. There we have the flag, just representing things. And a little tug spot there, a pocket, and bits and pieces, a marmalade thing up there. So let's continue. Let's put this one here. We have this little thing. What if I'm just going to, this is both, I created this as a tuck spot here as well, because I wanted it to be like two things at once, if you'd like to say that. And actually, now that I'm looking into things, I would love to like put something up here. Just going to cut that little bear out, I think. Let's do it and try. Just this little thing here. I actually have or my daughter has, I haven't got it. My daughter has this big Paddington Bear in her bedroom, looking like this modern Paddington, as I'd say. It's we are back. It went black and we are back. Sometimes I wish I would be like on YouTube's live things, because that would be easier in many ways, but that'll have to wait, because as you know, you have to have so many subscribers for that to work, and I haven't got that many yet, but maybe someday. What if we have that little bear up there and something more, maybe? I don't know. Let's leave that for now. I was thinking about gluing something down here. Maybe another of those suitcases like this. Let's do that. Let's glue it on like a pocket down here. So I will put that aside, making some tags. One big one here, this one. Let's make one out of this. I was thinking about doing like, flips and flops and whatever. What's the name? I don't know. Not like flip floppy, but those kinds of flip outs and things. But I don't know. I haven't gotten into those kinds of things. Not really. We have that little blue, and we have for me, the old Paddington. What if we're just going to staple that to this one? For this, I'm going to use the tiny attacher to have it like a dangle there, double taggy thing. And maybe like put that one down and something else. Let's look into this little thing here. I have so many like tiny papers and things, so we'll just dig into that one. Let's just go with it. Almost everything to me is like, if I pick something out and put it down to try, that means that I'm going to go with it, because otherwise I can like sit for hours and hours and choosing, and that ends up doing nothing. So I'm just going to go with that one, and maybe a little bit more of some darker blue. No, not on that one. I'm pushing down Feel Like Gold, actually, on this one. So you know your childhood memories. Most memories actually are with my grandma and grandfather. I spent a whole lot of time with them in summers and on every like school holidays and things like that. So most of my memories is actually with them, and of course with my parents when we visited different kind of countries. I flew a lot around the world for different reasons when I was a child, for with my father working in those kinds of things, that we needed to visit other countries. So that would be, we were actually looking into moving to London many times during my childhood, but it never ended up being like that. But I have been visiting like Great Britain and England and Wales and Scotland and Ireland many times in my life. There we have one. Where to put it though? Where did I say it will go? There? No, I want to have him shown. Maybe there. Just this big tag. We need to have one more there. This one is coming together. And of course, while just using the journal itself, I know I'm going to add stuff, so you know that will be the fun part when actually to use it. Before I did like journals, I made loads of journals, but I just made them. I never used them. So now I'm actually using my journals, and for the most part, I'm making journals for like my daily journals. I use them as in a way like a diary to make like a daily entry for every day. For it, I don't know how many years I've been making those kinds of journals, but now I feel like I want to gather other things, like for this journal, for instance. Let's see if we want to have that little one as well. I felt like, what if I'm going to use this for something, but I don't know. Just do a little bear maybe. So there we have it. What do you have on your crafting tables today? Or is it in the middle of the lunch for some of you maybe? I think it is. That was one thing for me when I decided to go live. I'm like, what time should I choose? Because of me being on the other side of the world, it's like I can't go live in this time, and then that would be like in the middle of the night for you, and I can't go for me in the middle of the night because then I just have to sleep, you know. So and then I have like regular things to do with all my children and things, so that is also a thing to consider when doing these things. We actually do have this one. This is a tag that we could use. No, I'll just put this. And then maybe we have to use this dark blue as one tag. I have actually done something that I don't really do. I have actually for February journal used my scrapbook paper. I have loads of scrapbook paper just laying around from my days as a like doing scrapbook layouts. I made those for years and years and years, and then I decided to go into digital scrapbooking, so I made those. And when I look at my Craftrooms and things, I'm like, I have so many scrapbook papers. But then I thought about it for a while and realized that scrapbook paper is actually kind of a thick paper, at least the scrapbook paper that I have. It's thick and it's double-sided. And when gathering up like a signature for a journal, I want to have it not as thick because I know at the end that journal, it will be like a gatory mouth journal anyway. So but to this time for February, I just made myself a journal for out of scrapbook paper actually. Now I'm doing the same as the other one, I think. But I have these kind of small things. So, and I have this one. Let's look into this. We have this as a background. Maybe we can use that one instead. Or he is so cute. This is a really childhood memory thing for me. What if I'm just going to put him down like that? I'm going to fussy cut him out a little bit, just because I don't like this whole white thing. And now is the time where I'm like, oh, I need a brother scanning cut. Or I have actually looked into another machine. This what's the name again? Silhouette, I think it is, like Silhouette something Silhouette. I don't know. Do any of you have any of those machines, or what's? And I have just started to look into the Silhouette. Is that the same as scanning cut? Do any one of you know? I realized that this Silhouette machine is doing or can do like loads of things, but I don't know if Brother Scanning Cut can do the same. And I realized when looking into all the prices of those like machines that they are like similarly, I can't even speak, no more similar to okay, the scanning, so the silhouette machines can do things like Cricut can do, but it can't like do like this, you know, the fussicatty thing that, like for instance, Tsunami Rose does her, like all those kinds of flowers she has and things. So because I want to have a machine, but I don't, I want to have as much of a value to it, if you know what I mean. I don't want to have like several of expensive too. So the silhouette machine is more like a Cricut. But isn't Cricut like going off the market? It can, but it has to be set up. Okay. I have to look more into that, I assume. Yeah, I would like, if those machines do the same thing, I would love to have the machine that makes most value to its money, if you know what I mean. You know, all these kinds of things you have, like even the sewing machine, that is expensive, and all the other things you like need to have, you don't have to have it, it's just a feeling that you need. Hello, Letitia. Let's see, Jen, from my understanding the scanning isn't based through a but okay. I don't know, just have to look more into it. Because as I have read it, it's like this silhouette. You can like even go as far as making things out of fabrics and leather and yeah, every I don't even know, but there are like more things than just paper. You can have fabric, those like heat and bond things and different kind of things. So that is what my that is why I'm wondering about those. And if you look into the money, the difference, at least here in Sweden, aren't very, it's a little bit of a different money wise, but not much. So that is why I'm looking into if there is a difference or not. Oh, okay. I will ask Daisy then. I'll definitely ask her. Because if it's possible to use one or the other with things, I would love to do that. Let's see. Just have to cut this one down actually. Why didn't I think about that before? Yet another little scrappy thing, the same as this one. Let's just make another one of those. Like some of it will actually go in the bin here. You can't like save every little bit of piece. It's a little bit too much sometimes. So there we have these we can use. And let's look into that one. That is yet another one of those. This one could maybe be one that I'm what if I just save that one and that one, and gluing that one down, that could be a thing. Let's go with that. I think the scanning cat is better at fabricating images because yeah, okay, could be. Just have to look into it more. Have those kinds of wish lists with things you would love to have, but you can't. At least I can't get everything because of you know, everything costs money, so you have to consider it quite a lot. Am I going to put that one down? I think I am. I forgot. Let's say I forgot it. I forgot that one. Like that. And go into a little bit more of a darker brown. Oh, what happened to this? Really good children's pens, these twin tipped. And I don't mind when they get like ruined or something like that, because these are so cheap. And I already have these for I don't know how many years now, so I don't mind. Like that. 3 tags. What if we're going to use that one on the next and this one? Making a blue tag, a lighter blue tag. Let's see, I have a cricket and struggle getting printed images to turn out well, and the other. Okay. Those machines. In that case, it's like, do I really need 2? I don't think so. I have to look into it. Or, I don't know. Or then we'll just end up with buying one and make one more like wish list thing. Let's see. Can you even see what I'm doing? I think you can. I hope you can. This one, and just going to glue these 2 down, and a little bit of course of the vintage photo on the sides of this, because I just can't leave it. It's a little bit too like white for me. Going in with the glue stick one more time, or several times, but for this one, I'll just going to glue it like this. And make it like that. We have that one tag. And we have a little bit one of this one left. Maybe I'll actually do this tag again. Or what if, just felt like I needed to fussy cut the words out this time. And glue directly on one of those pages in the journal. And let's see what we can do. Like a mini grocery list of some sort here. So let's look into where to put this one and the other tags. And there. Just have to put the note, not that one. Maybe this one there. And that one maybe sticking out there. What if we're going to glue that one down there, perhaps? No, it needs to be here. It feels like this is kind of a plain one. Let's, I don't know if this will actually show up on camera, but I'm doing it a little bit more of this de-stressed look, just a little bit to not have this screaming white page. Okay. The grocery store lists marmalade, and this the like that. And then we have this one. Let's put him there. And we need something here on this page, or these. I don't know. What if we're just going to put this page like this? Me eyeballing again. Close your eyes if you're not into these kinds of things. Like eyeballing things on paper. And let's look into this like that. Actually going to glue this one down with this mini glue. And then we will actually call it done. In a way, I will of course like put all these little bits and pieces into the journal, because you'll never know when starting to use this. I know that I'm going to use other bits and pieces and gluing things down, so that is why I'm just leaving it like this. I'm just going to, what if, just using it like that. What if the gluing part, a little bit blue on the page, I don't mind. Happens sometimes. Let's just cover that thing with something. Like that. And let's cover the thing. The almost like a mistakey thing, but I don't know. No, I don't mind that little thing there. Or, yeah, I'm just going to take one of these out actually. This little Paddington, yet another kind of Paddington. I don't know if this is the 90s Paddington with a yellow hat, or is it even? Can't remember. I saw Paddington Bear when like 80s, beginning of 80s, I think, and that was like the black hat on him then. Let's glue this one down. There, covering that spot. And then of course loads of things is going to be like glued down in this one. So let me just gather all these little bits and pieces. So maybe sometimes in the future you will see the end result for this one. But for now, the result of the journal is looking like this. So can you even see? Yes, you can. This one and that page. There is like tags and things, journaling spots and things to use. Like that. And as this is going to actually be my childhood memory journal number 2, I would love to have like bits and things where I'm just going to glue pictures and stick pictures in, like things like that. This one there. So it's kind of cute. I realized we forgot this one, so I'm going to put that one there. Or maybe actually it's shown there a little bit better. And perhaps I'm just going to actually like put tags and things. And I'm actually going to put these ones inside the last there. And of course the cutest of them all, I think anyway, when he meets his Auntie Lucy. It's really, really cute. So this will be my Paddington Bear journal. Looking forward to filling it out, and as you can see, it's quite a thing there to work with, and the size and the format, I don't know. Let's like look into it. It's 5 inches wide and 1, 2, 9, almost 10 inches high. So it's a little bit of a different format for me to work in. but it's really looking forward to like fill this one up with things. So I will put that to rest for now, and we are going to make something fun. I saw this as my daughter showed me. I'm just going to get all those kinds of things. Let's put all the pens to the side, because if I don't do that, it will be gathered all over and I can't find them afterwards. So let's see. Has any one of you seen a doll made out of this? It is a weaving kind of thing. And I will actually just start by using the green thread. I'm just going to take a lot, cutting it off like that, and start to make sure I'm going to actually knot this one down here at the top. So I haven't done this before. I just looked at how it was made, and my daughter made it in school, and I hope I have the right way of doing these kind of strange things, you know. So let's just glue this one down, because it's easier for me to have it glued down to the table. I don't have anything else but this tape for now, so that is what I'm going to use. And the thing is, you're actually going to weave, and fingers crossed this will work. And I have like, let's look into this. Green first, that is the thing I need to focus on. Maybe this isn't as easy as it was seemed to be. Actually have to tape it down here as well at the bottom, because I think you need to like have these put down in a way, and then going up and down and up and down and up and down through these. And I can understand at the beginning the thing about it, but and then I actually thought about, oh, what if I'm going to just prepare things, you know, like they do on TV, like prepare it so that I can show you. But I wanted to just do it from the actual start, so bear with me on this one. Going up and under and up, and way it goes probably. What if I'm not going to reach? What if? It isn't as simple as I thought it would be. Let's make it another way. Let's make it. This was actually kind of a project they had. Let's glue it there, maybe. And pretend that it starts. And pretend that the starting point will be there. This thing that I am trying to do is to make the body of the that little doll-like looking thing. So it may take some time. But what if, let's see, we have it now. Up and down we go. There is the first. So we need a little bit of patience here, as you can see. Maybe I know that I need lots of yarn, but I don't know if I needed these much of yarn that I took. But I know that the final result needs loads, so that is why. And this, of course, as my kid came home from school with this kind of project, of course, can be something that you do with your child or grandchild. Or it's turning out to be a cute little doll at the end. So that is my aim, the goal for this thing. Starting out to look like something out of a yarny type of body. So it's actually just we I can't even talk, like weaving through. And of course you can change color, but I'm going to make this a little bit thicker as the starting point. And it's really need to be like this thick or something like that. And then the rest of the yarn is going to be the hair and things like that. So I just felt when I saw this little doll she made, it was kind of cute, and you can do it in many different kind of ways. So this is knotting itself to things as yarn usually do, but we have to get rid of that one. Really I don't know, why does crochet yarn and yarn of any sort actually do this kind of thing? There. It's like, haha, you couldn't make it this time around either. I am making myself into a big knot. Always. And the thing that I'm doing right now is the body. So this is the thing that takes most time. And of course you find some kind of technique after a while making these, but There we have it, the yarn or the ball of things here. Round and round. Actually, patience is one thing you need for this one. It's kind of a relaxing thing when you get the hang of it, I feel. And then, of course, the goal. I want to have a little doll. And the fun thing with this project, and the most like crazy thing of all, is actually here in Sweden. I don't know if it's the same everywhere in the world, but here in Sweden we can hardly get the straws like this, the plastic ones. We can't get them anymore in Sweden. They are not allowed to be sold in plastic, and we have these like metal straws now, and paper straws, horrible to drink out of. But like if you go to like other kind of like Pizza Hut or something like that, there is no plastic straws whatsoever anywhere. And I felt like I needed to have plastic because it's easier to work with, and definitely not metal because that is really hard. So I actually found these and had 10 of them saved back in my kitchen cupboard, and that was it. So I was lucky to have these. You can, I don't know, you can maybe take some other things as well, but you know, I think it's easier to have like plastic because it's like bendable in a way. If you have like paper straws, those will like crack, and yeah, you know, metal that is definitely not bendable. So, and I don't know if it's the same in the US with the straws like this, if you still have the plastic straws, because these ones are like maybe 5 years or so. We ordered, or we actually bought, I think in a local store 5 years ago or something, this really big pack of hundreds and hundreds of straws. Never used them throughout the year, so I have a couple of more left, but yeah, we can hardly, they are not available to buy anymore, these plastic ones. And you can like really, I don't know, what do you think, but for me, drinking out of the paper ones, it's, to say the least, I do not like it at all. At all. Feels really, the thing you're drinking is a really strange taste to it and everything. So, but maybe that is only me. So I'm just like taking really good care of these. So I hope that I can make a couple of more of these dolls when using this set of straws like this. Oh, yeah, that is correct. Just going under and over and under again. So we had a little bit of a thing here. We can actually go to another color, and I will soon do that. I want to have a little bit more of a broad thing here. I didn't learn to do it, just I looked, my daughter came home with a doll she made at school, and I looked into it and decided that I wanted to try. And she explained how they made it in school in a little bit, so I actually knew in some way how they like made it, but other than that, I don't know. I have no clue. So this one I'm actually changing colors. I'm just going around one more time to in a way secure it there. And what if we're going to make this color now? Like, I hope this will work. Or actually just cut that thing and this is what I call the Mrs. Gigi style, because I have no clue how to do this. What if I'm just going to hide this within some way? Because I know that she had changed colors. Explained to me how to do it, but she had made that all in different kind of colors. So I'm just going to maybe secure it as well with a little bit of glue. I don't know. I know that she didn't do it like this, but I couldn't see how it was made, so and I'm just going to make it like this. And fingers crossed is that this will work. And you are actually going to cut the strings down to size when you think you are finished. I'm just going to show you soon what I mean by that. Let's prepare to make something out of this first. I don't know. I have never done this thing before, but I feel like this is a thing that they make in schools for. I don't know if she has made them in any class, or I haven't really asked her. Because they learn like crocheting and things like that in school right now, so sewing quilts is a thing they learn too. So but I don't know how how it looks like in the US with those kinds of things, because they have like making a knife and sewing a quilt, weaving, and like painting outdoor things. Like, yeah, it's almost like you have to prepare for events coming up, you know, making an axe and things like that. Maybe sounds strange to you, but they don't actually make an axe, but they talk about how to make it in case of like an emergency thing, you know, when living out in the woods like we do. You need to be able to handle one. Not as a child, of course, but as an adult. So they talk about those kinds of things with the children. So now we are making this one turning into pink, or like a little bit of a, yeah, dark pink. And this is one part of it. I don't know how to finish it off exactly. So yet again, that will be like a Mrs. Gigi style of a doll finish. And I'm thinking I'm going to make this pink and then maybe one other color. You can make how many colors you like, but I'm going with 3. And trying to do something. And you notice this kind of a process when lifting up the straws like this. I cannot imagine doing that with like the metal straws that we have now, or even the paper ones, because they will like crack. So, but that is like an environmental thing here in Sweden, that you're not allowed to have plastic straws anymore. At least not for like sale in the stores. You can of course use the ones you have, but you're not allowed to buy any more in the stores. It's the same with plastic bags. We don't have those anymore either. They have taken all those away and making like paper bags, or environmentally friendly bags, as they say. And by they, I mean, of course, the government. So let's look into this. Kind of a thing here going. I think I'm just going to stop with this purple soon, and make maybe a couple of more rows of this. And then change to the blue, I think. Like that. And then we will have to go to the blue yarn here. Yet again, I'm going to cut that one off. And we have little strings here, but I'm going to use that for something else some at a time. Let's look into making this little knot here. Me with these kinds of things. What if? I'm actually going to rehab for my muscles in my hands tomorrow. Like a rehab session thing. Yeah, it will be like a couple of weeks, and then maybe like ending up in a hand surgery thing. That is a bit sad with the crafting type of things, you know. I won't be able to craft, but I'll have to look at the positive side of things, because I know that the end goal is for me to actually use my hands in like a regular thing without the pain I have. So let's look into the blue now. And see what we can do with this one, like that. And then I will have to figure out how to knot all this down, secure this in a way. Just have to think here for a little bit actually before doing that. Go clean. Oh, of course. Let's look into cleaning. Cleaning is a thing that you have to do. Did I say it was fun? No. I think that most of you can like relate to me saying that, but let's do it like this. And maybe this will go a little bit faster, knotting it up like this in a ball of things here. Like that. Just going to do a couple of more of these. And see how the as this is going to be the body, I have to figure out a way to use the other parts of the yarn to complete the body in a way. But I have to go a couple of more times around like this. And just have to do something. And then the decoration and fun part begins with this one. And of course, I'm just going to make a small little one for now just to show you, but you can make it I was thinking one thing like making it into a bookmark of sort. And you could definitely do that. But that will take like a whole bit of thing here. So let's just a little bit more. I feel like I need to have it a little bit thicker in a way. And as you can see, when you get a hang of it, and when you have a couple of these like woven things like this, it's easier to handle the whole thing. Let's see. I'm just thinking a bit here because I think I had the googly eyes laying somewhere in the mess here. Oh, I actually have to go back. I see. I missed out on the thing here. I have to go back and do it all over again. no problem at all, because this thing is easy. Up and down, around we go. The thing with this, you're going to attach googly eyes if you want, or make eyes, of course, but I think I have the googly eyes lying here on the table somewhere. So here we have the little thing. Let's figure this part out, because now the hard thing in this begins. In a way, you have to like, at first you have to pull out the strings, and let's go into this first. As I have used like this carpet tape I used the other week. This isn't the best, but that is what I had, so laying around. This is going to be a little bit hard, but I'm going to make it work. You're supposed to take all these out. Like this. Tie it at the top. Let's look into that for a second. And I know my daughters told me that that was the hard part. So I'll just have to go into, I just tied it in like a regular knot at the top at the beginning. And I don't know if I was supposed to do it in any other way, maybe to make it easier for this one part now. And let's look into it. Because the thing is that you're going to use these kind of strands like this for the hair. Let's just do an all big knot like that. And then you have legs down here. That you have to look into, and it's supposed to be at least 3 on either side. And you are going to braid them. So I'm actually going to put that one there so I can hold this one down and braid them. And she said that this particular thing is really hard to do, so maybe it's a little bit fiddly. And I just took whatever yarn I had laying around, which is crochet yarn, and I know that that maybe not be the right yarn to use for this. I should maybe have taken just a little bit of more thicker one, because that is easier. But I don't mind this kind of thing. small, and of course when you use thicker yarn like others, maybe it will be easier to handle. Just have to go this one down and do a little bit of a brad looking like the leg of this little creature down here. And she said that this part is actually the hardest part, to have those legs made. But it is coming together quite nice. She of course used another kind of yarn, but I just had this one laying straight in front of me and thought I will just have to try. These are supposed to be the legs, and of course you can like you can even like crochet actually with these, but and maybe I will actually do that, crochet the legs, but I will just show you for fun. And you can actually attach arms as well. Hello Vanessa, nice to see you. And then of course with googly eyes, or as I was thinking, maybe like a button to it or something. You can even like attach other things on here, but this will be like a fun thing to do, even though it doesn't take like 5 minutes to do, but it's a fun thing. Not so like something that everyone else is doing. So the first thing when I saw it was making it like a bookmark. So I will actually make one with like a bookmark. But this one is going to be this cute little creature thing, like a reminder. So let's see, we'll just braid this one a little bit more. And of course you can put like beads and things down on the legs when either crocheting or braid it, like I'm doing here right now. And that was also my thought of when I was thinking about making this into a bookmark thing. So for now I'm just going to tie these off, as I'm going to like end the legs there. I'm just going to tie them off. Like making a big knot. And of course tie everything to itself, like the things usually. I go the other side. Like that. And the thing with these, as she told me, she actually had like yarn put into here to make arms, but I'm just going to leave it like that and make some some things here. Let's see. Like some eyes like this. To cut them out, you can of course use googly eyes, but I'm just going to cut the eyes out like this to show you. And I was thinking like you could attach other things, like maybe sew on other things as well. But I will like attach eyes like this just for fun today. So this was really like a little creature of some sort. Just going to use this one glue for that one too, as it's easier to glue things down with this glue. And of course I can use my straws one more time for the bookmark if I would like to do that. Going to throw that one down in the bin, and here we have him, the little like creature kind of looking, I don't know, but I thought it was really not a cute thing, and a thing that you can, oh sorry for that, a thing that you can actually you do with your grandchildren or your children when looking into like crafty things to do, because I have almost every time I craft I do things, but I usually do them again with my kids, so that is how I have like learned them to love crafty things. And this is yet one more of those kind of strange but kind of cute looking creature. So I will just cut the legs off just using the right scissors, like that. And of course I can use this yarn for something else. Going to cut that one up as well, and it's going to be a little like top like this. You can even do like a tag if you use a bigger, if you have, I used like 5 straws for this one, but you can make it wider and make a tag if you like. Of course not with the eyes maybe, but you can do whatever, anything else on it if you like. You can maybe do yeah, you can of course make it with eyes if you want to, but yeah. What if let's look into, I felt like I needed to do me one owl today, so I have actually found the owl thing here. I'm going to use that one today. Let's just take everything out so that I can actually draw an owl. Of this one, there is a couple of more of the pages left. I'm going to use, there's this page and that one, and then it will be the new book coming. If you want to participate in this one, you can of course look with me here, but I have the owl game in the files in my group on Facebook, Mrs. JJ and Friends. So you can of course go there and print yourself out a little copy of this owl game. And all we need now is of course yet again the die to use. There we have it. There. So we are at the first thing we are going to do is use die to actually know what kind of background we are going to do. So let's look into that. Number 6, a fence. We have made that so many times, but what if I am going to make a fence? Let's see. I am actually going to draw this classical Swedish fence that we have. I don't know if you have that kind of fence or is like a similar one, but I'm going to try to draw this classic shape of fence that we have. And of course I'm using a pen right now, but I'm going to like fill it out just a couple of minutes, so hang tight and I will show you if you can't not already see. And I said that this is the classical fence type of thing that we have in Sweden, but I don't know if it's Swedish or if it's like a Nordic thing. It might be like a Nordic, like in the Nordic countries, it's like Sweden, Norway, Denmark. But back in the old days, I know that they made these kinds of fences. Out of like birch wood, I think it was. Like that. I think it needs to be a little bit higher. So let's look into what to use, and I have these here. Let me just go in to fill the lines out like this. And continue that one down here. I don't know if you have seen like this traditional like Nordic country fencing thing. Usually you see these kinds of fences. I don't know the name of it actually, but I know this. It's the traditional thing. So let's see, we're going to make yet another one there. Going up here. And another one there. And when I'm doing these kinds of things, I'm just actually making something. I'm not thinking so much on what I'm doing, because you couldn't be with me on live if I was thinking like that I normally do when I'm making something. I can sit for hours and hours and just think So when I'm doing it like this, it's some kind of a doodly thing, more than like a regular painter session, if you like. So that will be the fence for this one. Maybe one down here actually. There is the fence. I'm going to actually make it a little bit different. Fill it out like this. Just a little bit to have something else but to happen to it, rather than just these kind of boring lines. That. Making things like this is a very fun way of perhaps in a way like getting out of your comfort zone, just to make whatever comes to you. And in some ways that is important. And it says like make a fence now when rolling the dice like this, but you don't have to really make a fence. Like look, like the final look don't have to be like fence like. That's not the aim for this challenge, at least not when you're at my place. You can do what very abstract if you like. This type of roller game thing for me is just to have like a little bit of help to do what you're supposed to do, rather than sometimes you know that you have lost your mojo and don't know what to do. It's easy to just have this roller game thing to help you with the thought process in a way. So let's make the last one of these. So perhaps I am inspiring some of you making this, and to try out doodling as well. Doodling is actually really fun. Could actually just, I haven't got any like phone right now in that sense that I, you know, back in the old days when you had like a phone in your house, we had a place upstairs at my mother and father. There was a pen, there was a stack of papers, and there was the phone. So every time the phone rang, I set myself down there and doodled a lot while talking in the phone. So I had these loads of like doodle papers, and I've saved some of those. It's kind of fun to look into them. So there we have the fence for today. We need the body of the owl. Number 3, that body is this like regular looking owl. The fence was really big, I realized now. I need to make him a little small baby owl. I need to make these books a little bit bigger. I feel sometimes I need to have them bigger because I want to have like real big size, almost like a canvas size thing. I usually work when I'm painting things. I work on really, really big size painting scale. And I'm not at home working on those things, but like that. I'm just going, of course, around like this. And filling it out. I usually do it like this. That's the shape for today of the body. And the wings is the next thing to do. Making this doodly little owl thing. Number 4, and that is regular wings down like this on the sides. Oh, that one got a little bit strange, but I don't mind. The eyes. What if we are going to look into the eyes? Number 4, those kinds of eyes. Let's go with the beak first. Looking into the eyes. Like cute little eyes looking down like this. And of course, if you want to, you can use paper, you can use googly eyes, yet again, if you like, for this kind of project. You can use, yeah, whatever you have, actually. Whatever. But I usually like draw or paint or collage like this one. Or this I use like a collage thing, and yeah, you know. So it depends. So what are we going to do feather wise? Feathers here on the stomachy part of the owl. I am black, and I hope I didn't miss much. We didn't miss much. Number 1, those classical kind of feathery things. I'm going to start here, up here, going like straight down on the body like this, creating the pattern. And of course you can make your pattern out of paper or whatever you like. And I make it like this for today. And of course we need his body to go down like this, actually, in a way. And then we have the feet. His feet is going to be here. So we will look into those. I will just actually have those like that, more like in the middle of things. Number 6, like regular small little circles. So that we will do 3 on either side. I will just fill them in. 3 little circles like this. And then the extra, and that is, if you want to, you can put it in the background, put it in the front, do whatever you like with it. So we will just have to look what that will be. Number 6, and that is a book for today. And what if I'm just going to make the book like this for today, and now I am actually going to make the book out of paper today. Just going to cut it down to size, somewhat size anyways, and realized I needed to make it a square one like this, and yeah, going to cut it out like that to shape the body a little bit and put it down like that. And of course, I'm going to put the owl aside for a minute and decorate the book a little bit. And that will be the book, or even like a journal cover. I would like to have for this one a tree. Maybe he's reading. We had a little like children's television show when I was a child. It was with an owl telling like different things from the woods, like you know, like a scout, almost a scout thing. So that will be the journal for the woods, and it reminds me of, because he had like this scout book, or I don't know what the name was, but I remember him reading from the book on like nature-y things you could do and things like that. And we need to color in the things here. I say of course, but for me this owl needs an orange beak. For some of you it may be like, oh, if you do an orange beak it will be like some other like animal thing, but I don't know. For me this one needed that. We need a little bit of a light color here, almost like orangey yellow. I don't know the thing here actually. Just felt we needed something like that. Even this lighter brown maybe. Actually going to fill these ones out in the same color there. A little bit strange, but I don't mind. fun, doodly, kind of fast little things to do. And that is the thing that I actually like. I can show you what I did. Sorry for the glare there with all the pins, but I made this one, Jen. I just made this one as I was talking about the little creature that my daughter came home with from school one day. But my aim on this one was to do a big bookmark, to like continue to do this longer, and then like sew things on, maybe buttons and, you know, fabric and whatever, and have it. But she made it as a little creature and took it home, so I just made one for you to see. And she made it with like googly eyes, and I just glued these kind of paper eyes I made. The owl roll paper, I made it, and I have made this case. It's this one. This one I have done, and it's in my group on Facebook. If you go to join Mrs. Gigi and Friends, and yeah, you can print that out there. This is the same as I made the other game, you know, the flower game. I made this one as well, and so those are only available in my group. So does it come? No, because you tie it off in a way with these strands. So, and I know that my daughter said that that was the tricky part. And you can, of course, as an adult, like crochet the strands into better things. But now, for now, I like braided. It's just to show you. So yeah, but I'm going to make like bookmarks with that. So I just wanted to show you that little thing because it was so cute, and that she came home and explained a little bit to me how she made it in school, and I just tried to figure it out. We have just finished our owl game, making this owl. So I'm just coloring him in. And I felt I needed to color some today, so I made it out of just drawing him on paper, and just glued this paper down as representing a book as the extra thing, the last thing for the owl to have. And so let's see, just finish this one off like this, and I'll actually make him yellow up here as well today. I don't know about the maybe it's not an owl today, maybe it's some other kind of bird. Just needed to be a little bit of a colorful bird today. I actually had this like canary birds before, like really yellow, but unfortunately when we got children, and they got a little bit older, they opened the door and the little bird flew out, and we tried to catch it, but yeah, of course we didn't do that. It couldn't be like it flew up high in the trees. We couldn't like get it down, so that was a little bit sad. But there is the owl for today. So we will put that one aside. So we have made little bits and pieces. I have done quite some things. I have actually yet to do one thing. I have finished these off, as some of you may have seen. Like different kind of ATCs with different kinds of sayings on them. And I have actually started another thing. I'm not going to make it nothing like this. This is what I call like a vintagey style. Now it's these instead. I've tried to use my positive flowers and made these kind of style to the ATCs instead of vintage, so it's totally different. And I'm going to put like words on these. So it's a little bit of it's watercolor at the bottom, stencil, and then like black distress ink, and these positivity flowers of mine. Different kind of flowers, and as you can see, there is almost none of the flowers looking the same. So that is what I have been up to this week so far. So let's see, we did, what more did we do? We did this little creature, and I showed you at least how to make him, or that one. And I'm going to put those aside. So it's bedtime soon for me, but I hope that you have a lovely afternoon crafting, because I feel like I want to do more crafting, but I really do need to go to bed today. But I'm going up really. Oh, thank you so much, Deb. Yeah, I felt like I have all these kinds of stamps, and I never used them, so I just took 2 background stamps and a little bit of black distress ink, and watercolors, and just I have to do something with everything I have. But I will of course be releasing videos throughout the week, and then I will see you all again Thursday, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. And if you have been making owl with me, you can always share that either on my Facebook group or by using the hashtag Mrs. Gigi Roll. That would be really fun to see what you have made. So I hope that every one of you has a lovely day, and to all the replayers seeing all this, thank you for watching. I really appreciate all the things. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. I will be up talking to my husband just for a little bit more time of the day, but it's 10 p.m. here, so soon I will go into bed. And I have a few things prepared for Thursday, and that will be fun to show you. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. Bye.